Hey everybody, what's going on? It is Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to play through a few rounds of Townsfolk Wanted. So if you want to see our full review, you can click the link in the video description. That'll talk about components, what we think about the game. But otherwise, let's play through this game. So to set up, you're going to put out the board in the middle of the table. You're going to shuffle all the decks with the corresponding colors and put them on the appropriate space. Flip 3 cards of each deck, which I've done here. Each player is going to get a player board, some favor tokens, which I'm going to set off to the side, but I wanted you to see them. They're really cool. And then some trading posts. There'll be 3 trading posts for each of the docks. There is forest, desert, and glacier. And then each player is going to put one of their explorers at the beginning of each path where there's a compass, which I've done there. And we're going to randomly determine a first player, which we've done, and it's pink. And then you're going to shuffle some of these favor tiles, which look like this, and randomly assign them to the section of the board up here. And you're going to put all the agent tokens in the bag here, just like that. And you'll have the resources off to the side, gems, weapons, and apples. All right, and now we're ready to play. So the way this game works is on your turn, you have a choice. You're either going to, it's going to be played in a series of phases, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 different phases in a round, 3 rounds, okay? The choices that you have at the very beginning, we're going to be recruiting. And the way that works is you're either going to draw 2 tokens out of the bag, or if there's a token already on a spot, you can decide to remove it from a spot in town to put it on the deck to draft cards. Whoops. We're trying to draft, in a 2-player game, we're going to be drafting 4 cards, and you're trying to get cards because they're going to give you points, maybe some kinds of goods. Maybe they will have some kind of in-game scoring, which is a little clock. Or maybe they will have some kind of income that happens between rounds, okay? So we're trying to get a bunch of cards, and we're also trying to collect these little heads, these icons at the top. If you can get 5 of those certain icons, you can mark that with your favor, and then you're going to score additional points based on what the favor says, all right? So not super complicated, but there's a decent amount of stuff that's going on. So let's jump in and see how it works. All right. So pink is going to go first. What they're going to do, there's nothing on the board for them to take, so they have to draw 2 tokens out of the bag. They'll draw 2. All right, now what they're going to do is they're going to put one of these tokens on the deck, on the top of one of these decks, and they're going to take the card of that color, and the other one's going to go in town, blocking off any of the spaces. And I'll explain why that's important in a second. And I think what I want to do is I'm going to go here, and then I'll put this one right there. It has to go on the space of the track that it is, so right there. And you can put it on any of the ones that you want. All right, so then I'm going to take any of these cards that I want to, and I'm going to start building my tableau. It's going to get a little kind of hairy here, but this will be the pink player, this will be the black player. I don't know how well we're going to be able to do that, but you're building a tableau. So I'm going to take one of these cards, and I think I want to take this one. So I'm going to take this card. Immediately, I'm going to get the bonuses. I'm going to get a point. So I move my little point marker 1. I'm going to get a sword, and I'm going to put a trading post from the desert, or not from the desert, from the glacier out on the board. And you're going to put that starting at 1, 2, or 3, and I don't have any out, so I'm going to put it on number 1. All right, and I'll explain why that's important later too, hopefully. Now, when you take a good, you have to distribute them across all of the docks. So if I had 3 swords, I couldn't put them all here. I'd have to put 1 on each of them. What you're trying to do is you're trying to complete the contracts. So the forest wants a weapon, a gem, and an apple. If I can do that, I get this bonus, and any trading posts that I built, I would also get those bonus. So that's why you want to build trading posts. This one wants 4 of anything, and this one wants 3 of one type. If you can do that, you're going to be getting those bonuses. So I want to focus, obviously I'm going to go over here. So I want to focus on this dock because I've built this, and that'll give me a point every time I can complete this contract, along with the special stuff that it does just for doing the contract. All right, and now I have this little head, which is this one. So if I can get 5 of these, I can then score points for all the yellow cards in my tableau, which is pretty cool. All right, and that's my turn. That's the whole turn. We're going to do this part 4 times before we move on. Now the other player, they can take this card and take one of these, or they can draw 2. You know, they're actually going to just take that. So they're going to take this exploration, and they're going, or whatever that is, and they're going to take this card because they want to get 3 points. So black gets 3 points, and they can move their desert explorer 1 space. The desert is here, so they will move their explorer 1 space. And at income turn, every one of their explorers that's at or past a flag is going to get a point for every flag they pass. So they now have earned themselves 1 point, which is nice. All right. So that's their turn. Now it's back to pink. There's nothing on the board, so pink has to draw 2 out. So they'll do this one and that one. All right. So same thing they drew the first time. All right. So let's see. I'm going to go heavy in the yellow. And we'll put that one right there. All right, so I'm going to do another card. I'm going to do this one. So here's another yellow. Again, you would stack the same kind of icons on top of each other, and you'd always have it so you can see the C's. But just to save space, I'm not going to do that. So I get 2 points. And then I get to build another glacier trading post, which I will do. I'll put it right there. So now I have trading posts on 2, and that's going to be really handy later, and you'll see why. All right, so now it is back to black. Black doesn't want to do the purple again, so they're going to draw 2. So we have blue and red. Let's see. Red or in game? I don't know. I'm going to go blue. So let's put this one here. And they're going to take a blue one, and let's go this one. So they're going to take that card. Now they have 2 income rounds, income scoring, but right now they care about getting 2 money, or 2 points, so they did that. All right, and that's their turn. Now it's back to pink. I think pink's going to do this one, so they're going to take this. They're going to take this card. So this is actually a second card of the face that they're looking for. It has an in-between round scoring on it, so we'll kind of put that there. Put the other one down here. And for this one, I'm going to get, oh no, I took pink. So I'm going to get to move 2 in the desert. So the desert is over here, so I'll go boom and boom. All right, done. Now it's back to black. Black doesn't want to take red. They want green, that's what they want. Ask and you shall receive. All right, so they'll put this one here. Take a green card, and they want to get, they're going to take this card because it goes with their lion, which has an in-game goal. So they're going to get 2 points, and they'll get a sword and a crystal. Again, you can put those wherever you want, so let's go like this, but they have to be on different islands. And then because this one doesn't have an in-game scoring, we'll just tuck it, and we'll set it like this so we know that we have a couple in-game scoring. All right, now this is the last turn of the round. Pink will, they'll draw 2. They want a green one as well. And they got one. All right, so blue will go here. We'll block that space. Green will go here, and they'll take 3 apples. So pink will take 3 apples, which gives them a card that they don't have, which is fine. So we'll just cover that up. They get 3 apples. And again, they have to spread the love across all 3 of these, which is fine. All right, and done. Then it's black's turn. Black's going to take the blue, and they will take, no, they don't want the blue. They'll draw out of the bag. Red and green, they're going to use the green. So the red will go there, or in either spot. So they'll take the green. Gives them another lion, which is pretty awesome. So 2 more points. Crystal and an apple. And they will put the apple there and the crystal there. All right, and then again, this doesn't have any in-game, in-between round income. So we'll just tuck it. So they have 3 lion heads, which is pretty good. Pretty good. All right. So that's the end of the recruiting. Now what we're going to do is we're going to return, okay? So what happens here in reverse turn order, so black first, you're going to take an agent from the top one of the decks to the town, collect the bonus, all right? In any order that you want, you're going to go to the highest space because it's the best. But that's what we're going to do. So I think black is first. They're going to get some points. They're going to go here, take 6 points. All right, that's the pink. Pink will take the green. They'll go here, 2 apples, and then whatever they want. Let's take gem. All right, so the 1 apple will go here. One apple will go here and a gem will go there. All right, now it's back to black. Black will do this one, and they're going to build a trading post. That's what that symbol means. Any trading post that they want, and they'll take this one and they'll build it in this area because it came from that one. So they'll put it right there on the number 1. All right, and then we're going back to pink. Pink will do yellow. So they will do 2 points and 2 crystals. So we'll go here and here. Now it's black again. Black will do, let's do green. So they'll do an apple and whatever. So they'll do an apple and a gem. So they'll put the gem here and the apple here. All right, so they've completed a contract. They have all 3 of the goods. So they sell the goods. They get to move 1 on this track. They get a point for every green card that they have, which is 2. So they get 2 points. Then, because they've built this trading post, they get 2 more points. All right, now it's pink's turn again. Pink will, they'll do this. They're going to come here and get an apple. They've completed this contract because you need to have 3 apples, 3 swords, or 3 gems. We've done that. So they will get to move 1 on the glacier, which is good. They will get points for all their green cards, which is 1. They will get 1 more point because they've unlocked that. Points for all their green cards, which is 1. And they're done. All right, now back to black. Black will do... I don't really want to do either of these. Let's do this. They're going to do this, and they will move on whatever track they want. Let's move to this one. So they're going to move here. All right, and then pink has this one. They can do either of these spaces. They'll go here. 2 points and a crystal. They will put the crystal here. That will complete this contract because you just need to have 4 of whatever. And they get to move up on the desert track, which is here. And 1 point for every green card. 1. All right, so that's the end of return. You go until all the cards are, the agents are off the decks. Then we're going to do income. So any card that scores income, we're going to do that now. So we have 1 point for every explorer for pink that's at a flag or past a flag. So we have 1, 2, 3 points. Because this one passed 2, this one's passed 1, that one hasn't moved at all. Black gets to do that same thing once. So 1, 2, 3 for them. And then they're going to get 1 point for every lion head they have, which is 3. All right, done. Now we're going to adjust turn order, I think. Yeah, move all exploration markers to your farthest trading post. Now, this is why you want to build a trading post. Now this one's going to start here. This one doesn't have a trading post, so it goes back. This one doesn't have a trading post, it goes back, goes back. This one stays here because it's at its farthest trading post, and that one will go back. You're going to put all the agents back in the bag. Discard all the cards. Put them at the bottom of the deck because you're not going to go through the whole deck anyway. And then we're going to flip 3 new ones. We'll determine the new turn order based on whoever is farthest ahead. So in this case, black will be first player. And then we will play through round 2. And that's how the game's going to keep progressing until you played 3 rounds, and then you will score. If you have any of these red cards, you'll get some in-game points if they have a clock. You'll score any of these goals that you've done here. And that's it. I'm not sure if there's anything else that scores. Let me make sure. Score all red cards, then score all the favorite tiles, and that's it. Yep. So score all these, score your red cards, and then after the 3rd round, whoever has the most points is the winner. One thing I didn't talk about, if your explorer happens to make it to the end of the track, each track has a bonus. So this one's 5 points. That one is 3 points. That one is 1 point. If you move to the end, you get those that bonus. If I move there, say I'm here and I move there for 2, that's 1. I get 5 points. I have an extra movement left. I would get 5 points again. So getting to the end of the track also gives you bonuses. And then Whoever's farthest, I think that happens during income as well. Yeah, so whoever would have been farthest, I didn't do this, but whoever's farthest along in each track in a 2-player game gets 3 points for each of the tracks. So that's also why you want to be moving along the tracks, is to score additional points. So that is how you play Townsfolk Wanted. Again, if you want to check out our full review, click the link in the video description. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and as always, keep gaming.